quick video to demonstrate the Man Cave extended magazine release installation. First, you need to field strip the gun. Don't forget to cock the weapon or charge the weapon. Even though it's empty, you need the trigger pack to be set. Loosen the screws. There are 3 sizes of metric screws in the PS90 stock. They are 3 millimeters by 35 millimeters, 3 millimeters diameter by 45 millimeters in length, and 3 millimeters by 55 millimeters in length. The 2 longest screws go in the top part of the stock. The 2 middle-sized screws, 45 millimeters, go in the bottom of the end, and the other 6 screws are the 35 millimeter in length fasteners. I do not touch the trigger. I pretty much leave that alone. Unscrew all the screws, tap them all out. There goes the trap door. Pull that off to the side. I won't cover that. Sunny Tech has a good explanation on his video on how to reinstall the dust cover. It is best if you install it sideways, like he said, and then go to set this spring on top of this ledge and twist it in. It'll pop right in place if you leave the stock partially screwed together. Leave it loose a little bit so you have a little bit of wiggle room. Anyways, here's my amp trigger. I had that anodized green or military green. I just simply set that in place. I don't touch the safety. Pull out the OEM magazine released. You might have to flex it a little bit because this ear is kind of tight on the side of the gun, but it comes right out of there. Take the Man Cave EMR, extended magazine release. Remove the spring and retaining pin oil can retainer out of the OEM one. When you go to install it into the Man Cave EMR, make sure that your oil can plunger is in this direction with your edge pointing down on the end of the pin. Slide it in the spring. Then I hold the magazine or the EMR like this, and I use my thumb to capture the end of the spring when I push it in, and I leave a slight gap for the pin to slide through out the end and then right down in the slot. Okay, and sometimes this is easy and sometimes not. Sometimes just getting a grip on it is a key. Slide it in the slot and kind of wiggle it around. Make sure the end of the pin, retaining pin, is snugly secured and parallel with the milled step in the extended magazine release. When you go to install into the stock, I install it on the right side of the stock, and you want to make sure you have the latch finger down. I simply go in there sideways on a little bit of an angle. Okay, just like that. There's clearances provided in the design where it'll slip right in, and just spin it into place, just on an angle, spin it into place, and set the oil can plunger back in its stock or in its slot, and put the other half of the weapon back on. And it just pretty much goes together like that. Put the screws back in, tighten up, and reassemble from the field stripped part of the gun. I guess to touch base on the dust cover trap door installation bit, what I do is I leave the back ones loose, the front ones I snug up almost all the way. And then I go to install it sideways, same way Rich does, Sunny Tech. And you put it in there sideways, or actually sideways like this, and then spin it into place. And if you leave a little bit of looseness on your screws, it'll allow you to flex this a little bit, okay, even with the mag release in there. That's all I got, folks. Once again, if you have any issues with your MK EMR, all the MK products are guaranteed for life. Simply PM me on FN forums, and I will replace or refund whatever issue you're having. If it's something I can help you with, feel free to ask. And it doesn't necessarily have to be with any of my products. I do have a little bit of knowledge of the platform, and I've always found FN forums to be a pretty welcoming place for the most part. Once again, Man Cave Specialties would like to thank everybody for their support. I hope you enjoy the product.